topic is child aggression and mood swing. First of all, I would like to share why I select this topic. Because I work with the prep students. So I want to know the reason why a child having so much aggression nowadays. And after Corona, it increased. So my topic is child aggression and mood swing in early age. Here you can see happy, sad, constantly changing, and the face is angry. So I like to share some lines on that. Happy 1 minute, sad the next. Excited then worried. Emotions are complex, feelings are coming and going. Toing and froing, ebbing and flowing. Over and over again. Nervous and worried, scared and down. Eager and ecstatic, happy with a frown. You are feeling the strain. Here you can see some emojis. Students like emojis, that's why I select this line. You can see here happy, cry, excited, angry, love. Child having emotions or mood swing rapidly. Happy to sad, anger to exhaust very rapidly. These images I am showing and hope you can give answers what they are showing. Anyone? Yes, angry. In your class also you've seen that students sometimes broke their pencils also because of the anger. They have to not cope up with the situation and they broke the nib of the pencil also. Chewing their nails, playing with iCards, playing with handkerchief, playing with friends' hair also. This all showing they are not having interest in some way. Next one is parent is pulling the child because he wants to play in video game and the parent is forcing to not to play. This all showing the anger or the mood swing for the child. Here you can see the angry face will become after this problem. Now move to the introduction. What is mood? Mood is prevailing internal emotional state. A mood swing is an extreme or rapid change in a mood. Such changes can play a positive part in promoting a problem solving and in producing flexible forward planning or be disruptive. I would like to give an example. If child is crying and I just give one small chocolate, there is also the mood swing for him and he will be happy also. When mood swings are so, they may be categorized as a part of a mental illness. As such a bipolar disorder where erratic and disruptive mood swings are defining features. What is aggression? Aggression, the act of starting a fight or a war without reasonable reason or the cause. There is no reason, but they also having some mindset or having some issue in their mind and they will become angry. Aggression can be normal and is only an indicator of underlying disease. When feeling become excessive, all consuming and interfere with daily living. As a child, they don't have an emotional intelligence. That's why they don't have any vocabulary to show their anger to someone. Aggressive during early childhood is not taken seriously. As a child, they having a negative thoughts also, but parents are ignoring them, and they feel that I feel ignored, and they become more angry and more become mood swing for that point also. To understand this, one need to examine the central theme of aggression. Individual versus social culture, aspects of aggressive behavior and the meaning of aggression. As a teacher, as a parent or as a society, we all having a duty to find the negative points from the child and to improve their aggressiveness into positive way. Some causes which I found for the mood swing and aggression in early age. Poor diet. Nowadays, students are not, child is not eating proper food. They don't having taking any nutritious food. They like junk food only. So it's also the cause of aggression and mood swing. Low stress tolerance. They don't having that much. They live in a comfortable zone. So they don't have any stress tolerance in their early age. Poor coping up skills. In the competitive world, all parents are giving them put their competition world, so they don't having a coping up skill. Too much sugar craving in early age or the child, too much needing chocolates, sweets. This also the effect on their mind. Over parenting, bubble wrapping parenting, that is also the cause of the mood swing and aggressiveness. If they are having uncomfortable zone, they will get angry easily. Mood disorder, anxiety and stress. Due to the less emotional intelligence in early age, they don't having ability to show their anger or the anxiety and stress. Learning disabilities, ADHD child, autism. Autistic child having problem to communicate their feelings to the world. They don't have to understand what are happening is around. Head injury or a birth trauma. Now I would like to show my online survey. I gave the age group, that is 3 to 4, 4 to 5, 5 to 6 years and 6 to 7. I got 64 responses. In that 3 to 4 years, I got more responses, that is 51.6%. Next question is, what are the main causes did you find for mood swing in early age or in your child? Small rejection. If anyone rejects that, get I response 14.1%. Forced to follow something. If anyone gives you forcefully, like shown in image. Less concentration, overactive for all things, or less interest in learning new things. In that forceful follow something, that I got more response, that is 40.6%. Did you ever find he or she like to be sit alone? Almost it applies on the autistic child, because he or she wants to be alone only. They don't want to communicate with the others. So I got rarely, that is 42.2% responses. How many hours your child using phone? Nowadays technologies are more. So I show the image that child want to play in tablet, but mother is pulling her. That 1 and 2 hours, that is most 40.9%. Does your child take food properly? I gave options yes, sometimes and no. But sometimes when they have their favorite food, like junk food only. Does your child avoiding and refusing go to school? This also affect the angerness and mood swing because of the school atmosphere. They are not coping up with their friends, not coping up with their atmosphere. I got response 56.3%. That is the most. Refuse twice in a week. Does your child follow your instruction? Sometimes they follow instruction. That is 59.4%. Does your child getting angry and aggressive for the PTS things? Sometimes 51.6% I got response. Does your child have overshift schedule? Yes, that is 75%. Nowadays school timings are 7:30 to 1:30. After they are reaching their home, taking lunch, and then they go for the tuitions. And evening time they have a co-curriculum activities, swimming, dancing and other activities. So now we know the reason, but how can be treated? How anger and mood swings and aggression in child can be treated? With some points I will share with you. Cognitive behavioral therapy. This is the talking theory. This is a three-pronged approach that helps a child acquire a new and more effective strategy for regulation and angry emotions through and behaviors. Learning alternative way to express and address frustration. It will help the child and parent weigh the potential consequences to each choice and minimize conflict. In that I show one student also of mine. She make a picture and put a cross on that because he is angry with her mother. So they put a cross. He drew a face and put a cross on that. Developing new communication strategy. With role play for practice helps to prevent and resolve anger-provoking situations. Emotions regulation, which helps the child to learn to identify anger triggers and preventive strategies. Sir, YouTube.
the hyperlink is there, એના પર ક્લિક કરો ને, ફૂલ સ્ક્રીન ઓમાં જ થશે.
It may ignore. It gets worse situation when they become adult. Your child may seem like one person 1 minute and someone entirely different the next. So you may catch yourself saying, I wonder why my child went and how I can get him back. It's like a moving roller coaster that you keep trying to get off or at least slow down. Now I would like to conclude my topic here with some point which I get from my survey. As a child, they have overshoot schedule. So those having anger issue because parents are going to their jobs and they don't spend time with the child and they have to go for the tuitions and extra activity classes. As a child, they don't have a proper food diet, so they don't have much energy to do some extra works or activities. In modern era, more technology is there, so child is using more mobile phone, which affects their mind and it becomes anger. In early age, the pressure of parents for study is more, so they are avoiding go to school. This is the mostly reason for refusing go to school in class. Due to single child, they are more sensitive. If parents are denied for something, they will get angry. I would like to give suggestion. Parents have to spend some time with the child. Give some time to kid, adjust in other situation. Here, child becomes angry and throw the toys. At the same time, if parent giving some instruction, he will not get easily. So give some time to him to adjust in the situation and then we have to teach them lessons for the same. The greatest remedy anger is delay. So parents have to give some time to him for the adjustment of the situation. One minute, please. As a prep teacher, ABCDE, we mostly teaching. So I would like to show one video for the same.
The got was so mad with someone that he ended up doing something that he really regretted afterwards. I've done that so many times, I can't even count them. When we lose our temper, we lose some control of our minds and bodies at that moment. That's just what anger can do to us. It takes over us and makes us say and do things that we would normally never say or do. Because we're not fully thinking straight when we're mad. Which is why we need to learn to manage anger, right?
Smart occupant monitoring systems are the fastest growing safety feature in the automotive category. Modern vehicles are all
so mad that
ready, equipped with some form.
ended up doing something that you really regretted afterwards. I've done that so many times. Before I can do anything about my anger, I first have to be aware of it. If not, anger just takes over, and it's like I'm on a roller coaster, but not at all a fun one. So when I feel myself getting mad, I focus on the anger, and I even think to myself, oh look, I'm starting to lose my temper. B stands for breathing. Once I'm aware that I'm getting angry, the next thing is to do something about it. So I breathe. I take deep breaths, as many as I need to take to start to calm my body down. In fact, deep breathing is not only good for when you're feeling mad, but also when you're feeling sad or nervous. Try it, it really does work. C stands for counting. I count in between my deep breaths. So it goes kind of like this. 1, 2, you get it. D stands for distance. If I've done it right, by the time I've done steps A, B, and C, I've calmed down enough to not need it. But if I'm still feeling out of sorts, I'll put some distance between myself and the person that made me mad. Usually, I'll go for a walk outside. And E stands for express. No, not the express train, but expressing myself. Now that I'm calmer and more in control of my emotions, I express my anger and the reasons for my anger to the other person. Basically, I make sure they understand the cause of my anger and we talk about it. Talking about anything, especially something that's upsetting, is very important because you both get to see each other's point of view and talk it out. So there you go. That's A, B, C, D, E. Want to recap? A stands for being aware that you're angry. B, deep breathing.
Excellent, man. Really highly informative. Very good. Put your hands again together for us. Truly amazing. Now your question. Yes, ma'am.
That we all are aware that nowadays mobile is the biggest reason mood swings and anger. But if we go more deeper into it, don't you agree that biggest reason is touch screen? They are just touching. They are just touching and they are getting their favorite app, favorite song, favorite game. Okay, so when they are coming from the back into the practical life, they expect the same. I will order, I want this. I just ask, I want this. At that time, when they are not getting, they become angry.
They get angry for this thing.
So what do you say on this thing?
Nowadays, without technology, life is not easy. So we have to give them practical or the physical activities. While they want phone, other than the phone, we give some blocks. We give some Montessori methods, toys for their improving in this age.
Yeah, that I know, what is the solution, but both you say that touch screen is the biggest reason. So how we solve that problem? How we can make them understand that this is not possible in your practical life?
Sorry, I can't get your point.
My point is that how we can make them understand, हम उनको कैसे समझाएंगे? You see, this thing will be not happening in your practical life, you know.
Okay, touching and opening all the things like in present situation we cannot give. We have to teach them life is different from the phone. So we have to give some practical knowledge.
Okay, how we can give it? Because I'm a mother of same young children. So I face the same problem. I try my level best. I do, but I want your opinion on this topic.
We have to taught them for the competitive world because I am not mother. I am not knowing how to decide from this.
Agree. But if you are presenting on this topic, so I just
third grade. If you can give me some suggestions.
You can also suggest. Your experience.
Yeah. Sure, sir. I try my level with, although I'm not an expert, but I try to them that I can give you lesser. Or as a mother, as a parent, my responsibility is that I just make sure that I don't give them mobiles or another thing, another gadgets unnecessarily. If it is necessary, I give them.
So slow down. This is what already she has explained. Slowing down the things,
And
delaying the things.
one more thing means if I use mobile more, they will use mobile more.
It begins at home.
They don't follow our words, they follow our actions.
Perfect. Huh?
Thank you.
Thank you. I want from this North India, I want this question. For a single question, still you ask. Why one light straight for a go? Yes, Jai sir.
Home atmosphere and parents genetic behavior क्या रोल प्ले करता है एंगर के?
जेनेटिकली सर अगर मदर और फादर दोनों एंग्री है तो somewhere child also became angry, and also the grandparents support, because if parents are scolding and grandparents are there तो उसको संभाल लेंगे कि भाई अभी उसको मत डांटो, तो उसकी वजह से भी उसका मूड स्विंग्स और एंगरनेस में इंक्रीज हो.
मतलब मेजर रोल प्ले करते कि मतलब आपने जो मेंशन किया उसमें ये इतना हाईलाइट नहीं किया.
उतना हाईलाइटिंग नहीं था, बट एटमॉस्फेयर वो अफेक्ट करता ही.
होम एटमॉस्फेयर.
सॉरी,
बट मैम सॉल्यूशन में कहीं भी वो मेंशन नहीं था.
अपडेट कर.
Yes, Rekha Kumari.
मैम जैसा आपने बोला कि बच्चे जो है सो एंग्री हो जाते हैं, मैंने क्या देखा है कि जैसे ही सर संडे को स्कूल में बुलाते हैं हमें, बच्चे पहले ही एंग्री हो जाते हैं. आज कहीं बाहर ही जाने होता है तो बच्चे सिर्फ मोबाइल से एंग्री नहीं होते, सर जैसे ही स्कूल बुलाते हैं बच्चे कोई भी एंग्री हो जाते हैं. तो संडे एक्चुअली हम लोगों को छुट्टी नहीं जानी चाहिए.
संडे बच्चे को बुलाया, टीचर को बुलाया. Yes, first question. Yes, yes.
Madam, we have seen that when we were child that we were playing in the streets and all, and we were getting enough time to play. But nowadays we can see that because of the flats and buildings and roads, even parents are afraid to send their kids on somewhere to play. So, what's your thought on that? Is it in fact affecting on this thing?
Yes, in flat play area is there also. Swings and all are available, so they can spend their time over there. But parents are not having enough time. While our age, our parents are coming with us and they are playing also. But nowadays they are missing.
Yes, Vanessa madam.
I would like to add कि अभी की जनरेशन में इट इज वेरी डिफिकल्ट टू गिव स्पेस टू ऑल द चिल्ड्रन टू प्ले. और हम कहीं भी बाहर जाते हैं तो वी स्पेंड मैक्सिमम अमाउंट ऑन द अननेसेसरी टॉयज. हम उनको 3-3 हजार की कार ला के देते हैं, बाइक ला के देते हैं, राइट? इट इज रॉन्ग. दे आर नॉट गोइंग टू यूज आफ्टर सर्टन पॉइंट ऑफ टाइम, नॉट दे आर लर्निंग एनीथिंग फ्रॉम देयर. इसने गिटार लिया, उसको नहीं पसंद है तो भी गिटार लेके देंगे, भाई वो सीख रहा है तो भी क्लासेस में जा, गिटार सीख. हमें हमारी स्कूल में पहले से ही जीनियस में मॉन्टेसरी टॉयज पे, वुडन टॉयज पे, प्ले जिम एक्सरसाइज पे बहुत फोकस करते हैं. हमें हमारे पेरेंट्स को ऐसे टॉयज के किट कहाँ से मिलेंगे, कैसे बनेंगे, वो परचेज करने का ऑप्शन सोल्यूशन देना चाहिए. घर में भी छोटा सा प्ले एरिया जो बच्चे यूटिलाइज कर सकते हैं. सेंसरी टॉयज अवेलेबल है, घर पे भी स्वीट स्लाइड्स बना सकते हैं. ये सारी चीजें बच्चे ऑक्यूपाई रहेंगे, वो डाइवर्टेड रहेंगे तो वो अग्रेशन में उनका इंक्लिनेशन कम होगा. व्हाट आई हैव एक्सपीरियंस इन दिस few years after becoming a mother.
Very good, very good. Yeah, it's a smart way to manage the things. Yes, Manisha Junior.
Ma'am, at what age the emotional intelligence is developed, and if emotional intelligence is developed, then anger and aggression does not exist in the child? I just want to know, ma'am. First, at what age? Then.
After maturity, like after 7 years of age, they may get the emotional intelligence. They're having some vocabulary to express their feelings. So I think, but I'm not sure for that.
So after that, are they still aggressive, or after emotional intelligence is developed, they are not aggressive?
No, after emotional intelligence, they can aggressive, but they're having points to share why I aggressive, what are my mindset is there for the negative point. They can share.
Fine, thank you.
Anybody else?
Sir,
Yes, ma'am.
In one of your slides, under the causes of mood swings and aggression, there was a point ADHD. Can you throw some more light on it?
ADHD child having a hyperactiveness for the all things. They cannot sit for a single minute for same thing. They want new and new things in a small span of time.
So that causes their mood swing and aggression. Fine.
Is there any solution to it? I mean,
For ADHD child,
how can we manage them?
ADHD child
Yes,
or
ma'am.
aggressiveness.
It is the cause.
ADHD child is there. In my class also, some hyperactive students are there. So if writing is going on, if they is complete the writing, we give some toys to them. So they are busy with this. If they are bored with this, we give some clay for that. So they can actively participate in other things. So they can easily, we can manage.
Okay. And you have focus on that CBT, right?
Yes.
Therapy. Can we do that at home also? Yeah, we need a professional for that. I just want to know that.
Both we can.
Both. That means we parents need to be aware of what to do. That means we have to go to a professional first, right?
If a more aggressive child is there, so we can need for the professionals. Other than we can treat it.
That's fine. Thank you. Thank you.
We have engineer super kids like super kid. Any teacher can throw the light also on this. ADHD overall like is a little we can say disorder.
For ADHD, it is attention deficit hyperactiveness disorder. Here the child is not attentive. So when the child is hyperactive, parents keep on shouting and shouting on particular child. But he is not attentive, he is not listening what we are telling. So hyperactive child कोई भी हो सकता है, child भी हो सकता है, adult भी हो सकता है. Hyperactiveness के लिए सबसे ज़्यादा यही solution है water therapy, aqua therapy, swimming. और सबसे important अगर हमें भी कभी बहुत वर्कलोड है, स्ट्रेस है, एंजाइटी है, वी शुड टेक अ वार्म बाथ विद अ सॉल्ट. और बच्चों को भी नहला देना चाहिए. कभी भी बच्चे बहुत गुस्सा में बहुत जिद कर रहे हैं, या स्विमिंग, जो बच्चे बहुत ज़्यादा हाइपर एक्टिव हैं उनको स्विमिंग क्लासेस करवाने चाहिए. शुगर कंट्रोल, उनका शुगर कंटेंट, पैकेट फूड, जंक फूड बंद करना चाहिए. और हाइपर एक्टिव बच्चों को सबसे ज़्यादा पार्क ले 2-3 घंटे खिला दो, रनिंग कर दो, एथलेटिक्स की क्लासेस में भेज दे. वो बाहर इतना थक के आएगा, घर पे उसके पास एनर्जी ही नहीं है हाइपर एक्टिव के लिए. अगर क्लासरूम में जो बच्चे हाइपर एक्टिव है, पहले के स्कूल्स में असेंबली के बाद पीटी के क्लासेस होते थे, सबसे पहले पीटी करवाते थे. तो बच्चे फर्स्ट 2 ओवर में इतना थक जाते थे, क्लास में शांति से बैठ के पढ़ते थे. हमारा लास्ट लेक्चर होता है पीटी का, जब बच्चे एग्जॉस्ट हो जाते हैं. ये सारी जो भी डेफिशिएंसीज है अभी के पेरेंट में, देयर इज अ यूट्यूब चैनल ऑफ मनिंदर कौर ब्लेसिंग्स करके. कोई भी लेमन पेरेंट ये सारे टेक्निक घर पे आसानी से सीख सकता है, घर के इक्विपमेंट यूज करके. यू डोंट नीड एनी एक्सपर्ट और एनी स्पेशल ट्यूटर फॉर द सेम. कोई भी पेरेंट को कोई भी इशू है, ये ब्लेसिंग्स करके यूट्यूब चैनल है, एनीबडी कैन गेट द सब्सक्रिप्शन. और शी इज अ गुड स्पेशल एजुकेटर. आप उनको पर्सनली भी मैसेज करेंगे तो शी विल गिव गुड आंसर.
And if you want to meet personally, we have Maninder Kaur here also. Great. It was yes, judges, your question.
Komal ma'am, it was really excellent whatever you have presented, and especially looking at your age, I must appreciate the way you stood here and presented such a, with your in-depth knowledge. I must say that it is not so easy to present something, especially in the earlier days of a child. That is the most important part. When I work abroad, I have found that pre-primary and primary education have been given more importance than the senior and the senior secondary, because that's the basic. It's the basis. So it's not a questionnaire or anything, just a discussion. What we all are doing, everybody is giving their own thoughts, perspectives, and from there we are learning. It's really wonderful, wonderful present. But I just want to know, the person has just a few minutes back had highlighted that out of the box thinking little bit. I want to know that is music very effective in controlling child's behavior?
Yes.
If so, what kind of tune or music basically we use to control the child's behavior?
I don't know the name, but slow sound of the child, like we are giving meditation in the class also. So this kind of music.
Can you name one of the specific meditating tune which basically very attractive to a child? Very important for a child, basically from the very early days, if we implement it, the Buddhist Vipassana tune, which is very, very effective. And from the very childhood days, basically what they do, when they listen, their all hyperactiveness comes to the balance stage. What basically I did a research on it and I found it. Second question, what are the creative ways to control child's aggression? According to you.
Voice.
What are the creative ways that
Very,
you can
very
control? Yes.
Creative ways to
Child's aggression.
Child's aggression. We give pamperness to them while they get angry. So they become calm at the first level. Then we can talk with them. Tell me something. What happens to you? Why you became angry?
Now, one last question from my end. Not question again. Just I want to know. Learning disability you have presented here. Learning disability means which is also called dyslexia. Okay. So, do you feel that we need to rectify a child's learning disability at a very early age, or in the toddler's age? Do you feel that, or we need to rectify this child learning disability afterwards? Means after class 4, 5, 6. What is your opinion?
If we found in this age, we can give some practice. So in adult age, they can not having this disability.
Thank you.
Great. Ma'am, I have one question. Anybody else? Ma'am, what's the role of teacher? Is there anything specific where a teacher can play a role?
For reducing anger?
Rather handling such kids?
First of all, we don't have to shout on them. Because as the angry, we also become angry as a teacher. कि क्लास में आप शांत नहीं बैठे हो तो दूसरों को भी परेशान करते हैं. मीन्स ADHD चाइल्ड है तो वो एक हाइपर एक्टिव है, दूसरा उसको सेम वे देख के भी उसका एंगरनेस बढ़ जाता है, मूड स्विंग्स होते हैं. देन वी हैव टू बैक. सो वी कॉल देम as a teacher. I call them and I give some practice, like start with some poems, rhymes, counting, so they can back easily for their angerness or mood swings.
Yes, sir.
Sir, the teacher's role is very, very important. First of all, I'm very happy to see the subject. This is very, very crucial subject for all of us today, as a parent, as a society, and as a teacher, because we all are connected with this community called learning and educating ourselves and the next generation. For your knowledge, I'm a teacher by choice. I first got the job in LIC, which was a government job. Second, I was working with the Tata Press, Ahmedabad, and then I left it and I joined this profession. Even after having my IIM Ahmedabad degree, I choose to become a teacher, not going into the corporate world. So what my experience working with the last 28 years with the children in different categories, the first role as a teacher, I'll explain you both the role as a parent and as a teacher. The first role, when you enter in the class, you must have a smile on your face. And your first 2 minutes is very, very important to disconnect the children with the previous class. You should not start your subject matter immediately. Go and just tuck, something like this. You should give them some questions to disconnect from the previous, because you don't know what happened. What is happening in their mind? What happened in the previous class? Alright, so you should disconnect them, and then you have to connect with them. I have always saying in my corporate HR training, connect and correct. Unfortunately, we as a teacher want to correct without connecting with the children. As a parent, see, my child, my son or daughter is a reflection of my family background, my behavior. We are focusing here for 15-20 minutes that the children is misbehaving, his mood is swinging. But it's a reaction. I have put here a mathematical equation that a student's mood, y is equal to a plus bx, that is an outcome of the parents, family, teachers, community. Every role is playing. There are the independent, children is an independent variable, and all these are the dependent variables. So first we have to connect with the children, then we have to correct, and we as a parent or as a teacher want the children to be an adult behavior. Believe me, no children, even my children, if I want, I have to be like a child. If I'll connect with him, if I'll be talking to him, if he's interested in cricket, I have to sit with him, see the movie, and while the advertisement is there, I should teach them what exactly I want to teach or educate them. Then only he will be coming in the mood of listening to the parents or as a teacher. So the role we have to change is the role of a teacher and the school. First we have to connect with this, and we have to learn a psychology, and we have to teach the psychology to the parents rather than teaching it to the students and to the parents. Thank you very much.
Excellent, sir. Really good. The way you explained was really.
I have a question. Well, when you took the survey, did you talk to parents regarding their behavior? Like you have spotted the questions of how your child is behaving, but have you mentioned anything, or have you talked to any of the parents personally that what are their behavior on which the kids are reacting?
I don't talk with the parents because I serve with the Google form only. But as a point of my view, parents have to calm down first of all, their self also when they become angry. Sometimes they went in the mall. Some child wants something and they lay down over there. So they have to teach them don't do this, and they have to support them and use some positive words for them.
I just want to add here, whenever you get the time, please go and visit IIM Ahmedabad. There is a special center for you all, I mean to say all teachers, and Professor Vijay Serichan is the head of this department, and we have done so many surveys, so many work for the teachers' community development. How can we help the children, particularly the children? The reason we find in our survey, because I am associated with so many schools, the reason is the joint family is now becoming a nuclear family. Both the husband and wife are engaged in their jobs. Their stress is reflected in their family and in their even with the behavior of their children, and that is reflected in the behavior of the child. So first we have to give enough time. We give them 5,000 rupees gift or 10,000 rupees gift rather than giving them fruitful 10-15 minutes. Actually our child needs only 15-20 minutes, not 50,000-20,000 rupees. Give all the things. Right? Thank you.
We have back to childhood activity at Gandhi Vidyapith. I would suggest that we should rename it again, and we should keep it here in the school also, so that they come to know, like, આજના બાળકોને થિયરી શું છે ખબર નથી. Even in the first year students, if I talk about college students, first year na student ne kahe ke chalo let's play with this, so they say theory શું છે. So those kind of activities, because parents don't, કદાચ એવું બને કે એ જનરેશનમાં પેરેન્ટ્સને બી હવે ખ્યાલ નથી કે શું છે કેવી રીતે રમાતું. But being a mother of a 20-year-old son, I have gone through these phases. and it's really tough. But yes, ma'am, I just want to point you out that you said that your child is not able to sit without gadget. Yes, ma'am. Right? Basically, it's common for all the parents के gadgets वगैरह children रहता नहीं. But who introduced gadgets to the children? We only. Right? I know one family, sir, and it's really, I was shocked to know. There is one 4-year-old girl in my family. Her parents have not shown her the phone. It's just a communicative instrument for her. Her grandparents are spending time with her, and this is a major thing. We are facing this problem because we live in nuclear family. Our kids don't have grandparents with them. This is a major problem, I feel. And secondly, the mobile. We have given them mobile. You just watch this video and have your food. I'll be busy with my work. So that attitude plays a major role.
Even Bill Gates also he didn't allow his kids to use mobile till the age of 11 years. What like with the same one Australian survey is saying that when the child they are playing with video games, their heartbeats are affected. Their heartbeat and it causes to some serious illness also. So this is a survey, Australian survey that it is affecting the heartbeats. Same way for teachers, pre-primary teachers, there is a course ECCE, Early Childhood and Care for Educators. So ECC, that all the pre-primary teachers should do this course ECC. There is a survey step. There is a survey for pre-primary teachers. This is what's saying in India that 80% of the pre-primary teachers are not trained. 80% of the pre-primary teachers are not trained. This is a survey is saying, the name of the survey STEP, and ECC the course, all the pre-primary teachers should conduct this particular course. This is what we suggest, and what we, madam, you said on 14th November. It's a birthday. So on 14th November, every, for the last 2 years at Acrobons, back to childhood, we are celebrating. This year it will be on 13th November, because 13th November is 14th November is probably Sunday or Monday probably, I don't know. But just 7 plus 7, 14th November is Monday. So we'll be having it on the 13th November, Sunday, back to childhood. You can also join all of you. Thank you, ma'am. Put your hands together for us. Now